All right, here we are, June 4th, 2021. Tour of my vegetable garden. I got some wire panel that I got from work. And I put it back here. Just attached it to my cages. Some of the beans that I replanted are coming up. Only a few of them. Peas are looking a little dried up. I guess it just may not be a good time of year. I got some more I planted coming up. Tiny ones there. Zucchini is doing pretty good. I picked a nice one the other day. Gonna cook that up this weekend. There's one right down there. Got some nice flowers. Little watermelon sprout coming up. The okra, not really doing a whole lot. I'd say it's about 7 inches tall. I had another one, but it kind of dried up. Not sure what's going on. This little squash, I think it's about had it. This never was doing too well. This one's okay. Got some little squashes growing. This one's a golden zucchini. I picked a nice one the other day. Looks like we got another one starting to grow. Now I gotta pick this one. There's a nice yellow squash. They're still producing. Another yellow squash. They're not doing as well as I hoped. But we'll see. Corn's coming along real nice. Various heights for some reason. Real tall one right there. They're looking nice and green. Got another watermelon sprouting right there. Some onions from some sets. Not quite as big bulbs as I was hoping. Not too bad though. The ones I did from seeds are doing good. Here's a nice little cucumber coming along. Tomatoes are getting nice and big right in there. Some big ones in the middle. Kind of hard to see. Blueberries hanging in there. No berries yet. I mean, there's little things, but they're not ripening. I'm hoping. Got some more onion sets. Still got some carrots. I probably need to start picking some more. I've had them for a while. They last me pretty good. I'll keep them and pick them as I need. Some more onion sets. So, like I said, I got this new wire trellis system, and the cucumbers really like it. Putting them up, and that they're just doing really well. Oh, there's another one. Wow. I picked a bunch of these off this plant and some of the other plants last weekend, making pickles, and it looks like I'm going to be making a lot more pickles. Yeah, I'm loving this corn. Hoping it's going to be better than last year, and last year was pretty good, I thought. My hatch chilies. Doing good. At least 5 peppers on there. Now look at these beans. These are the Cherokee Trail-a-Tear. I got beans everywhere. My goodness, I gotta pick them. Some of these are getting probably too big. Oh. They're just all over the place. Look at this one. That thing is easily 6 inches long, some of these. I can see dozens of them. This is really pretty. Got these purple flowers. And I got them working through all this stuff. These beds are working out really good this year. More tomatoes. This is one of yours, Mom, that you gave me. It's really big. I got 3 on this side and then 3 peppers. Lots of banana peppers. And I think there's some little bells growing on this one. And we have poblano. And I got a cucumber. Finally getting it to go up here a little bit. Let's see if we can. Right down in there, there's a cucumber. And we'll be picking that one this weekend. Gonna make some cucumber dip to go with some fried zucchini that I will be making. I guess I should start collecting these dill seeds. Either that or they're just gonna fall and reseed in this bed. Tomato plant is getting bigger than me. Lots of little green tomatoes though. I'm very happy with how everything's looking. But before we go over there, so these cucumbers in these barrels have been doing really good. Remember if I had one in here. Yep, right down there. There's one I gotta pick. There's some more little ones. And look at this bell pepper plant. It's kind of in the shade. But I got a whole cluster. There's about 4 or 5, and they're really nice in there. Actually, maybe some more. I'm really happy with the bell peppers this year. More onion sets. And then the seeds, red onion seeds. And I packed them in here pretty good. But there's some nice baseball size ones. I got 4 of these containers. They're all doing great. They're basically just about done. I picked some last weekend. The taste is excellent. This thing is finally blooming like crazy. I mean, look at these. Main head's at least 7-8 inches in diameter, including the petals. But the bees just love this. One right there. This was a volunteer plant. Popped up. Loving it. Look at that. More tomatoes and more volunteer sunflowers. Wow, I need to pick some cherry tomatoes. This plant was a volunteer, or is a volunteer. Look at all those red ones in there, here and there. Man, I really need to pick them. They're all over. And the green ones, it's just exploding. You really don't need more than one cherry plant unless you have a need for more. But this thing is incredible. All my celery is bolted. I'm leaving them here for the flowers and the bees and whatever pollinators. We actually used some of this last weekend. I got some of the ones that weren't bolting, and we made potato salad with the red onion that I picked and some celery. Lilies are pretty much almost done. At least they are in this plant. I've been picking them. And we got some jalapenos. Oh, these are nice. And the shade. More banana peppers. I gotta figure out something to do with all these banana peppers. I got tons of them. There's actually 2 plants into this container. My green onions are flowering. My cilantro is bolted and is flowering. Pretty much the lettuce, just about done. There might be a few things usable, but I have to clear them out. And I'm going to try to plant some more and put them in the shade. I believe this is one of your plants as well, Mom. Could be wrong, but I think so. Tons of tomatoes, though. Very happy with the tomatoes so far. Back to this bed. Look down in there. It's another one of yours. Oh, I got 2 of your plants in here, Mom, and then one of Grady's. Grady's is this tall one. And then the second bed is just going crazy. So this one on the end is from you, Mom, and 2 of these were Grady's. And they're just loving this bed. I mean, the growth is just beyond compared to any of the containers. And these peppers are doing great too. Yeah, this one's a poblano. Yeah, there's one right there, and I got some flowers. So these are a little bit behind on the fruit production, but they're getting there. I guess this one's probably, I thought it was a banana, but I'm not sure. And it looks like we got a bell pepper plant right there. In fact, the tomatoes are spilling over. And I got some nice tomatoes just all over the place. In fact, I could barely walk through anymore. You know, last year I was pruning suckers and all that stuff, but I just kind of doing a little pruning on the bottom. But other than that, I'm leaving most of it on. In fact, this one on the other bed is spilling out over here. And so far, so good. Cucumber flowers. And my sunflowers are popping up over here. Now these ones I planted. I actually picked a nice one the other day. My bush beans aren't doing as well as I hoped. I mean, they're still there, they're growing. I picked a few. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're just not getting enough sun over here. Probably shaded out from the beds. So I may have to plant some somewhere else. My little purple jalapeno plant doing pretty good. Getting a little bit bigger. And we got honeydew. These sprouts are getting much bigger. In fact, this one is one of the first ones I did. It's starting to vine out a bit. I'm just gonna let it go along the, I don't even know if I'd call this grass area anymore. My barrel tomatoes are doing nice. Oops, finger out of there. So I still got a few lilies left. Picked some yesterday as well. Look at all these banana peppers. My goodness, I gotta figure something to do. And there's another one of yours, Mom. It's a tomato plant. Well, we're looking at maybe close to 3 feet tall. It's bushed out really nice. And the wildflowers are still doing good. There's these purple ones, and there's some violet, and some nice little stuff. I'll definitely will try some more. Put them in the containers because it's so hard to tell when you put them out in the garden what's weeds and what's not. Gladiolas have been doing really good and picking those as we go. Just keeps on coming. Must have cut 2 or 3 already. Well, anyway, everything is really growing good. Very pleased. let's back up. I think I've gotten all the garlic. I've used quite a bit, but I only planted 3 heads, split them up the cloves, and I've got, I don't know, about a dozen or more heads. Some more bells. Strawberries. And lots of poblanos. This one's doing really good. So this is my garden in June. Can't wait to have some corn. Probably do another video later in the month before things get too hot.